Hello, thank you for finding time to join me today. My name's Elaine Kordys and I'm from Spin Turn Creative Movement, and we do movement work with older people and people with dementia. And today we're going to do just a really gentle warm-up and then some movement making circles. I hope that's okay. So you just need to have a comfortable and stable chair, and then it's also helpful to maybe have a little bit of water, because we will have a water break halfway if you would like one, or a tea break or whatever. The whole thing will be about 15 minutes. So this monthly move is, we're in October. Now the sun is still shining. I'm looking out my window and the sun is still shining, but if I look I can also see that the leaves are starting to change colour, and yesterday was quite cold. Today is a bit warmer, but I don't know how it is for you, whether it's cold or tipping it down or hailing or sun shining. It could be anything, especially where I am in the west of Scotland. But today I'm going to make use of the sun, and we're going to warm our bodies up from head to toe using the sun. So if you're not lucky as I am today with the sun, I'm afraid you're going to just have to imagine it. So you can always just close your eyes and imagine that there's beautiful sun coming in through the window, almost like when when you're in a conservatory or in a greenhouse and you get that lovely heat coming in. So we're going to try and get some of that today. So we'll start with our head, and we'll just imagine that the sun is just coming in onto our face, and we're just going to rise our head very gently so you can get as much sun as possible. You see people doing that sometimes outside, don't you? They just rise their heads up as if you want to get close to the sun. So just very gently moving the head back from the neck and just letting that lovely sun go onto your face, and then just putting your head down so that your chin is going towards your chest very gently with shoulders down, and so the sun is going onto the top of your head and just bathing your hair, and it might even reach the back of your head here. Okay, and then the head can go back up. And you're very welcome to do that again if you would like to. I'm going to move on to the side. So my sun is coming out of the window here. So I'm letting the sun go right onto my face here, and I'm having a nice turn of the neck. I'm not pushing it forward, but just turning to the sun. And then I'm going to go to the other side and let the sun go onto the back of my head and the back of my neck and my ears here. And again, you can do that again if you would like. I'm going to do one more for the head and the neck. We're just going to tip so that the ear is going towards the shoulder, but you notice I'm not moving my shoulder up. Okay, it's just staying where it is, and the head is just very gently. You get a lovely stretch here, and the sun will just hit the top of my head there, and very gently the other side. And the sun, I think you can probably see it, the sun is all on this side of my neck here and on my shoulder. Okay, and again you can do that again if you would like to. So we're going to move down to the shoulders, and we're just going to pull the shoulders just gently up as if they're going up to touch the sun, just one at a time. And you might find you might get a little bit of heat sort of inside your shoulders as well as you're moving them. So we're getting warm on the outside and warm on the inside. And then we'll move on to giving them a little roll back. I don't know about you, but my shoulders always make a bit of a racket. All the bones and the muscles clinking and clonking, but it's telling me, oh, I really need this stretch. They're all getting a bit stiff. And then we'll try the other way. So again, the sun is just lovely there on our shoulders, but we're warming up the inside of the shoulders as well. Okay, and you can do all of these movements as slowly or as quickly as you like, and with as much movement as you like. And if you did one at a time, all movement is beneficial, and your body will thank you for it. Okay, great, looking good. Okay, I've already noticed my breath is starting to fasten a wee bit. I'm wondering if yours might be too. Okay, so now we're just going to stretch the arms out. You can always do this on your knees or on the sides of your chair if you would like. So you don't have to stretch them out if it's not comfortable. We don't want tension on the shoulders, so just do what feels okay. We're just going to turn the arms. So what we're doing is we're getting the sun to cover all of the bits of the arm. Okay, because you know when you see people with suntans, but the tan is always on the top, isn't it? And we're going to see if we can even it out. So we're going to turn the arms. You could do one at a time if you would like. And just very slowly. So the sun's going all the way up the top here. You can feel it just bathing its lovely heat on the inside of your arm, the elbow, and the muscle here up to the shoulder, and then back again. Okay, I can really feel that. And then we're going to carry on that movement with the hands. You can just rest your arms back and carry on that movement with the hands. Just a small circle. Again, feeling the heat on your hands, but then also starting to feel a little bit of warmth inside, probably in this wrist joint here. Okay, and then the other way. And again, feel free to do this however feels good for you. And then we're just going to give those fingers a little wiggle as if you're doing a magic spell on somebody. And you can if you want to. Okay, and you might feel the warmth, the lovely warm air going through your fingers there. We'll give them a wee shake. Okay, and now we're just going to do a little twist. Okay, so we're just literally just turning again like we did earlier to face the sun, but before it was just our head, and this time it's going to come from inside in your spine. You're going to turn, so you should feel your hips shifting slightly on your chair as you turn to let that lovely sun on the front of your body. Breathe in, breathe out as you turn to the other side. Again, it's not coming from your head, it's coming from deep within. That can be the tiniest of turns. Just moving your spine, moving your shoulders, moving your hips. Okay, and we'll just do that one more time to get the sun on the front of our bodies. And then that lovely sun, you can see my shoulders just moving there together on the back, so it's going all the way down our necks and all the way down our backs. Lovely. I hope you're starting to feel nice and warm and enjoying that sun, whether you actually really have it or not. Okay, so we're going to just move down to our legs now, and we're going to do a very similar movement. You'll be able to see a close-up just here, where we did with our arms. We're just turning the leg, and it's all moving at the same time. So it's not coming from the foot, it's coming from the top, from the knee to the hip. So you should feel it in your hip and your knee. If you have any problems with your hips and your knees, take it really gently. All of these movements, just do what feels okay for your body. Obviously you know your body, so look after it. Okay, and you can do the other one as well. And again, we're just thinking about the sun making its way around the whole of the leg, not just the top of the leg. You often find if you're in the sun too long, you get the sunburn on your knees, don't you? So we'll see if we can even it out. It's not a particularly nice image, but I've been thinking about, you know, a barbecue, and when you turn sausages on a barbecue and you make sure that every little bit of it's got a little bit cooked, or with a kebab you turn it. And it's the same with our legs, so we're just turning it to make sure that the heat goes on all of it. Obviously there's bits, but not all. We won't cover everything. But you could cheat if you're imagining your sun. You can have two suns. You can move it to where you need it. Okay, well done. Oh, I felt that in my hips. And last but not least, we're going to do our feet. So we're going to start by just, again, just giving them a turn like we did with our hands. And again, you're getting that lovely heat on as much of your foot as you can. I know some people very efficient and they do 2 feet at the same time. It's not something that I can do very well, but if you are one of those people and if you would like to, then go ahead. So we're just turning it. I hope you like my slippers. It's become a thing that every film I make, I have new slippers. I quite like these. Okay, and do the other foot as well. Oh, a little clonk there on my ankle. And just to finish with feet, we are going to, like we did with our hands, we are going to just wiggle those toes as if you're shaking the sand out of them, or just feeling that lovely heat on them. Okay. Inside your slippers, or if you have your toes out, you can give them a little wiggle. Okay, and then just rest your feet back down again. Okay, so well done. I'm hoping that we feel a little bit warmer. We've made use of the sun, either the real sun or our imaginary sun, and hopefully a little bit warmer on the inside too. I've noticed my breath has definitely sped up a little bit, so I've definitely done some moving. So we're just going to have a tiny little break, if you would like one, to have a drink of water or whatever it is you need, and then we're going to do a little bit of a bit more movement. Okay, we're going to carry on, and we're going to do a little bit of movement, just making some circles. So we're going to start with our finger. So we're going to just make some really small circles with our finger. And then we're going to change. We're going to make the circle larger. You can go as large as feels comfortable. If you're somewhere where there are people close to you, be careful you don't whack them. Okay, and then a smaller circle, and we'll change the speed. So if you want it quite fast, you can have it fast, or if it feels better to be slow. And the circle can be close into you. The circle can be far away. Like I'm doing some crazy magic on you. Okay, and the circle can be high. I'm doing a big high circle, or the circle could be low, and you can go as low as you can, drawing the circle on the floor or on your legs, on your knee. Okay, and now we're going to move to another body part, so you can choose what you would like. So it could be your elbow, or it could be your shoulder, or you could choose to use the other hand. You could, what else? Nose, or knee, or foot. Okay, I'm going to use my elbow, and I'm just going to start like we did with the fingers. So you use whatever body part you've chosen. It might be a part of your body that's a bit achy and sore and could do with a little bit of movement, or it could be a part of your body that's easier to move. So whichever feels good. So I'm going to start by just drawing like we did before. You could even imagine like a pencil or a piece of chalk or something at the end of your elbow or finger or whatever it is you've got, and you're drawing little circles, starting with them small. And then if you want, you can make them bigger. Again, just whatever feels good. And again, you could make them high. You could make them low. And fast. I'm doing like a figure of 8. So it can go right across your body. And it might seem a bit strange, but actually what we're doing here is, if you can see from my body, I'm actually, even though it's my elbow I'm concentrating on, the rest of my body is moving as well. So you can see my hips, my shoulders are moving, but my hips are moving too. And I can notice the weight on my feet is changing as I'm moving. And my head is moving very slightly. So you're giving yourself quite a workout just from this little dance with the elbow. Okay, we'll stop there. Always stop whenever you've had enough, okay? And now, just to complete, we are going to use a finger like we did at the beginning, and then the body part that you chose. So for me it was the elbow. So I'm going to move my water bottle because I'm worried I'm going to knock it. So feel free to do the same if you have anything around you that you're worried you might knock, or someone. And we're going to move them together. So you could do small movements. They could be doing the same thing. They could be doing different things. And again, this is just a way. We've been talking about warmth, haven't we? It's just a way of getting a little bit of heat and a little bit of space into your body, so you can make these movements large or small. If you have other people around you, and if you're feeling a bit self-conscious, you can always just close your eyes. Just be mindful if you're prone to being dizzy. So just enjoying that movement for as long as feels good. I'm going to draw it to a close in a minute. Okay. And a breath. Okay, so that was a good 4 minutes of just using the circles. And if you ever wanted to do this again, you can change it around. So you could use, if I did it again, I might use my head, and I might use my knee. And I might change the speed of the movement, might make it slow, I might make it fast, and you could use free body parts if you're feeling ambitious. But yeah, so you can improvise and make it however you would like it to be. Okay, well done. Hope that was okay. So we're just going to finish again with, it's all about being warm in October. So we're just going to rub our hands together. Okay, going to make quite a lot of heat, as if you were rubbing 2 sticks together. Let's hope there's not any flames fly out. Okay, and then you're just going to put these, hopefully nice and warm hands on your cheeks. Feels nice. Just enjoy that heat that you've made for yourself. And just take a breath. And we'll do it again. Nice, lots of heat, and go as fast as feels good. Okay, and then this time on the neck. So, some people prefer the cold feeling, don't they? But I quite like the warm. Okay, and again, it's like a lovely warm scarf that you can just make for yourself. And you can do this whenever you want, whenever you're feeling cold or if your neck is sore. It's just a lovely thing you can do. And last but not least, we're just going to get those hands, they should be nice and warm by now, on the eyes. And that is a lovely comforting thing to do. Okay, and a nice breath just to finish. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got something from all that different movement, and feel free, I always think of it as like a sort of movement buffet. You can just take the bits you like from it and do them again at your leisure. So thank you kindly, and take care.